food in Valheim has changed forever. We now have 8 craftable feasts in game, and the Cauldron can't make all of the food and mead that it used to. There are 2 new workstations, the food preparation table and the mead kettle. Each of these is used to craft many recipes that used to require the Cauldron. In the description, you'll find a link to a spreadsheet that lists what workstation is required to craft all the foods in the game as of this Bog Witch update. Starting with the Cauldron, what can it still be used to make? Well, everything you see here, including some of our early game favorites like the Queen's Jam, the carrot soup, and sausages. With the new Quality of Life crafting edition, you can also make 5 at a time anytime you're crafting in Valheim. Just hold shift before you click craft, and then you craft 5 simultaneously. Cooking is also a new skill in Valheim. Crafting food or cooking will level it up. Increasing the skill reduces the time it takes to craft food and also increases the chance that you get +1 food every time you craft. However, the Cauldron is no longer used to craft any meats in the game whatsoever. Also, it is no longer used to make things like bread dough or unbaked pies. All of these can now be made using the new workstation, the food preparation table. Making this requires leather scraps, fine wood, and iron, so you'll need to be conquering the swamp biome before you can get access to this. There are some very useful new meats in the game to help you do this, but more on that later. The food preparation table must be under a roof, and currently it does not have any upgrades. It's at this workstation that you will also make the 8 new feasts that are in the game, so let's take a look at their stats. On screen now, you can see the stats and recipe for every new feast. Pause here if you want to grab a screenshot, or you can join my Discord for this and other useful Valheim resources. The link to that is in the description. These feasts look incredible on a table, as you can see, and placing any food on a table has also changed as part of this update. Using the serving tray, which is bought from the Bog Witch, you can place any food on a surface without needing item frames. The food will also steam, which is a nice new feature. Once placed, a player can walk up to food and eat it. As you can see with the feasts, each one can be eaten 10 times. This means you can place it on your server and share the feast with your friends. I have to say, I think this is a very cool feature. If you're interested in joining my server, there is a link in the video description. And then to pick the food back up, simply hold the serving tray and left click the food. Subscribe if you'd like to see more Valheim content like this, and thank you very much for watching.